What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for stopping by for yet another video. And wanted to say, you guys, I meant to get a video out for the 4th of July. Didn't happen, and I've just kind of been like, whatever. It's been so brutally hot here. Temperatures have been really high. Rain has been non-existent. We had like a 10-minute shower yesterday, the first rain that I know of in the past 8-9 days that we've gotten. It's just been brutal here in North Carolina the past 2 weeks. So not a lot going on in the yard at all. I cut about 8 days ago. We went on vacation this past week, and when I came home to a very unwelcome surprise, but not, I kind of expected it, which was a very dried up, dying yard. It's just lacking water. And so I've already filmed the walk around for the house, so I'll show you guys that in just a second. But appreciate you stopping by the channel. Obviously, with the heat being so brutal, and the summer being a slow month for cool season grass like what we have here with the turf type tall fescue, won't be doing a whole lot outside. So anyways, just wanted to show you what it's looking like in this brutal heat. We'll do a little walk around and just show you what I'm working with. And again, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the video. Here in the backyard, this section is pretty well established. I've got some grass, as you can see. It's late in the evening, 7 something. Sun's going down about an hour, so don't let the darkness fool you. It is pretty dark, but over here we got some areas where it's struggling, and clearly right here, as you guys can see, this section's dying off. Over here by the hill, the edge of the property line, it's dying off back here, and there's spotty, you know, good grass, struggling grass. But over here, obviously this is shady with this tree right here most of the time. It's looking pretty good, but the ground is rock hard over here by the shed. But the length I cut this, it's actually been about 8 days is the last time I mowed. Not gonna cut it, you know, anytime soon. Over here is the real struggle bus in the backyard. This section's really struggling. And right here, as you can see, the heat is just destroying this turf type tall fescue right now. Now, all of this up here, right around, you know, the edge of the side of the house right here over, this is established grass. This grass has been here. I never killed this off. Really, everything I killed off was right about right here and back here. So it's weird that this area is really holding together well. The roots apparently have gotten pretty deep to where it's getting that moisture. With lack of rain, we've not had a real good hard rain in weeks, but this section is really struggling. What I'm keeping an eye on is you still got some grass up here that's kind of struggling, but the core section that I didn't kill off, you know, these roots have been here for years, and it seems like that makes a huge difference when it comes to heat, obviously. So it's holding up kind of well, but definitely, I mean, when you get in here, as you can see, it's just really laying down and frying this stuff up. I don't know if this grass will come back. I haven't really looked into it. Not real concerned about it either, guys, because, you know, it's not but a couple months, and we're going to be reseeding with the Cool Blue seed from GCI. But this is what it's like in North Carolina. It's nearing 100 degrees, high humidity. Pretty much I would have to be spending money on water every single day to keep this green, and that's really the homeowner's choice. I'm not going to put that kind of money and investment into the lawn to make it green year round. And these hot summers, especially up here on this bank, let me show you just this is pretty rough up here. This is exposing, it's killing off all my good grass. And I've got Bermuda, little Bermuda that's popping up right here that I've talked about a long time ago. I talked about how there's a Bermuda on this hill, and eventually this whole entire hill should just be killed off and redone. I'm not gonna do that this year. I'm just gonna, you know, reseed, overseed on this. But up here at the mailbox near the pavement, I mean, it's struggling, man. When I came back from the beach, I was just like, good Lord, we didn't get a drop of rain while we were down at the beach, and I wasn't able to water it all, and it's just completely dying off. I hope this grass will come back, but don't plan on it, and hope for the best. pray for the worst, or prepare for the worst. So if it don't come back, we'll overseed. By Halloween, we'll have a good looking yard. I've been watering out here today, but the same thing, this hill near the road just looks terrible. This was never killed off. This is all established grass that has been here for years. So most of this is looking decent. This new area, this grass is trying to hang on over here. But as you can see, it's wet from where we were watering. It's trying to hold on. Man, the way the heat is just beating on it every day without water, it's a struggle. So this is North Carolina heat though. This is what, with cool season grass in the transition zone, this is what we're gonna see. So pretty rough out here. And lastly, over on this side, it's the same story. This area was never killed off. We did overseeding last fall, and it's got patches where the grass is just really struggling to hold up. I'm keeping it at 4 inches. So like I said, I cut about 8 days ago, and it was definitely 4 inches, or higher when I cut. So over here where I water and where it gets a little bit of shade, you'll notice the darker grass, but it's struggling in these pockets. And some of this may be where overseeding fescue took place, and it just doesn't have the roots. The roots are just not deep enough to reach down in the soil, in the ground, to get water, because nothing's raining, and I'm watering as I can without pouring money over and over and over, watering every day into the yard. But it's just, this is not just my yard looking rough, it's everybody's that's planted grass. Now the neighbors, obviously they haven't planted fescue, it's just natural. So it's looking decent. So my yard maybe kind of looks more rough than others. And if you remember my neighbor Kevin over here, who's also on GCI and LCN, I think he's on Pete's plan. He's anxious to plant grass that's coming up here. He's joked about how he's just watching his lawn die off, and it's true. It's just so brutally hot over here in North Carolina. It sucks. It really does. I hate that it looks this way right now, but I'm not too concerned, because I'm anxious to be able to get that new grass planted. And when Halloween comes, man, it's a beautiful sight, because we're gonna have some beautiful, good temperatures, beautiful grass, and good things coming. So as you guys can see, areas where the yard is looking really good, like behind me, and then there's just pockets where it's just completely frying up. And I guess the only thing I can think of is there's areas where the roots of the fescue have just gotten so deep it's able to get some moisture deep into the dirt, where in other cases it's shallow and the roots are not as deep, and it's just drying up from this massive heat wave that's just happening. But really, this is a typical North Carolina summer. So I'm learning with a new lawn what it calls for, and I'm not going to put a lot of money into watering this grass every single day with this brutal heat, but I try to get out here and run the sprinkler at least every 2 days, 3 days in different areas. I'll do the front yard one day, the backyard the next day, to get some water on the ground, because we're just not getting any rain, and we need rain. So anyways, the fall is coming. I'm looking forward to getting that new seed in the ground. By Halloween, it's going to look perfect, because I know it's going to look awesome. It's going to have that fresh seed coming up. I may even be able to mow a couple times before Halloween. So the fall is coming. So obviously the content on my channel here, blogging the yard, may be a little slow until temperatures begin to change, because I'm not going to get out here and cut this. I'm actually going to, hopefully the good grass that's growing out behind me, I'm going to leave it long, because it can sustain the heat a little better being longer. So I'm going to leave it alone and just keep watering, keep trying to keep the ground moist. I'm not going to worry about biostimulants right now. I'm going to hold off until the fall. When we put the new seed down, we'll be doing RGS, we'll be doing aerate, we'll be doing stuff then, and I'll definitely be filming that this year. Anyways, thank you guys so much for the new subscribers I saw actually before I came out and made a video. I appreciate you guys subscribing. Please like, share the videos. We'll just continue to document what we're seeing here in central North Carolina with this brutal heat. Hopefully you guys can send some rain this way, because we desperately need it. But hope your lawns are looking great. Hope you're getting out there and working in them, doing the best you can, and hope you guys enjoy your day. We'll see you on the next video, whenever that may be. Take care.